Marhaba, this is Sama from Kaleela, where you learn Arabic the right way through our website and application. To know more about Kaleela, visit our website, kaleela.com. Congratulations! You've reached the last letter of the Arabic alphabet, which is the letter Ya. The letter Ya can either be a consonant or a vowel. It depends on the presence of this symbol, which looks like a small inverted 2 called Hamza, or if it has a diacritic. For now, let's take a look at how to differentiate between the consonant Ya and the vowel Ya. Consonant Ya. When functioning as a consonant, Ya appears at the beginning, middle, or end of a word when it comes with the mark Hamza on top. It sounds like a short as in bi'r. Let's take a look at an example. Bi'r, which means well, when it comes with the mark Hamza on top. As you can see, the Ya here looks like a long horizontal curve that is cut in half with the Hamza on top of it. Also, the consonant letter Ya is transliterated with a Y, as in yad, which means hand. The vowel Ya, when it comes at the end of a word or in the middle without the mark Hamza on top, and it sounds like a long E, as in seed. Let's take a look at an example. Rihan, which means basil. Here, Ya looks like a long horizontal curve that is cut in half with 2 dots underneath. Bi'r, rihan. Can you hear the difference? Moving on with the letter Ya. The letter Ya is equivalent to the letter E in English, as in feed, but Ya can be produced or spelled in different ways, such as east, seed, shield, key, or finally, candy. The letter Ya is easy to pronounce and detect because it's identical to the letter E in English. Note that the letter Ya can be transliterated in 2 different ways. The first one, if the Ya contains a diacritic, then we transliterate it with a Y, such as yad, which means hand. On the other hand, we can translate it with a double E, such as ladhid, which means delicious. The letter Ya has several shapes. Its shape changes depending on where it appears in a word, whether it comes at the beginning of the word, initial, middle of the word, medial, or ending of the word, final. Let's start with the standing alone shape of the letter Ya. Here you can see how Ya is written. It looks like a duck with 2 dots underneath. Before getting to know more shapes of the letter Ya, please note that there are some Arabic letters that can only be connected from the right side, as shown in the first group, and the rest from both sides, as in the second group. And since we're talking about the letter Ya, it falls in the second group, which are letters that can be connected from both sides. Watch the video till the end to know why is Ya connected in some cases and disconnected in others. Now let's look at its shapes depending on its position in the word. First of all, we start when it comes at the beginning of a word. Initial, as in yad, which means hand. Ya here looks like a long horizontal curve that is cut in half with 2 dots underneath. Moving on to the second shape of the letter Ya, which is medial, when it comes in the middle of a word. Here we have 2 cases. The first case is when it's connected from both sides, as in Bait, which means house. Here it's connected from the right side only and looks like a long horizontal curve that is cut in half with 2 dots underneath. The second case is when it's disconnected only from the right side, as in Rihan, which means basil. Ya here looks like a long horizontal curve that is cut in half with 2 dots underneath. The last position of the letter Ya is final, when it comes at the end of a word. Here we have 2 cases. The first case at the end while being connected to the previous letters in the word, as in kursi, which means chair. Ya here looks like a duck with 2 dots underneath. The second case, at the end while being disconnected from the previous letters in the word, as in wadi, which means valley. Again, when the letter ya is preceded by a letter from the first group, then it comes disconnected and looks like a duck with 2 dots underneath. After knowing all the shapes of the letter ya, why is it connected in some cases and disconnected in others? We conclude that the letter ya can be connected from the right when it's preceded by letters from the second group, as in bayt. Ba falls in the second group and comes disconnected from the right when it's preceded by letters from the first group, as in rihan. Ra falls in the first group. To wrap it up, let's highlight the main points discussed in this video. The shape of the letter ya changes depending on its position in a word. We're going to display a table that summarizes the cases of the letter ya, whether it's connected or disconnected. In the initial case, it always comes connected, as in yad, when in medial case, connected from both sides, as in bayt, and disconnected from the right, as in rihan. The final case, connected as in kursi, and disconnected as in wadi. That was it for the letter ya. Differentiating between the shapes of the letter ya is essential. We hope this video is helpful. To know more, you can subscribe to Kaleela through our website and application, and enjoy the 7-day free trial. Salam!